What happens when you get a $100 million judgment, an arrested hip hop mogul, and freaky federal firearms? Find out next on Funny Affairs Now, the Puff Daddy edition. Hey there, welcome to Funny Affairs Now, where we take the world's most jaw-dropping headlines and flip them into laugh-out-loud stories. I'm your host, Aaliyah, your guide through the latest news chaos with a twist of comedy. Whether it's politicians in a pickle, courtroom capers, or squatters hosting house parties, we're here to make sense of it all. Get ready to dive into today's funniest affairs and stick around because more madness will always come. Hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. In a bizarre turn of events, hip-hop mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs found himself at the center of a courtroom drama when a Michigan judge ordered him to pay $100 million to Derrick Lee Cardello-Smith, a man currently serving time in prison. Cardello-Smith claiming he was drugged and assaulted by Combs at an after-party back in 1997. The kicker? Combs allegedly didn't even know this lawsuit was happening, skipping the virtual court date entirely. Cardello-Smith, who describes himself as a self-taught legal expert, has a knack for filing lawsuits from prison. Armed with prison facility records, he insisted that Combs once visited him and even offered $2.3 million to settle. "You know how we get down," was allegedly Combs' reply. Cardello-Smith countered with, "I disagree with how you get down." The courtroom drama was so gripping that excerpts of the virtual hearing went viral, attracting millions of curious viewers online. Naturally, Combs' legal team swooped in to dismiss the claims as pure fiction. Combs' attorney, Mark Agnifilo, fired back, calling Cardello-Smith a convicted felon and sexual predator, and claiming that Combs had never heard of him before this lawsuit. Agnifilo assured the media that the judgment was a fraud from behind bars and promised to have it dismissed faster than a Puff Daddy remix. Meanwhile, the courtroom drama added another chapter to Combs' already long list of legal woes, with multiple lawsuits from women accusing him of abuse, a high-profile case involving singer Cassie settled last year, and a request from New York City's mayor to return his key to the city. It seemed like Combs' life had turned into a reality TV show. As more accusations surfaced, his lawyers scrambled to defend their client against what they called a wave of fiction. The social media storm continued, with some users pointing to past controversies and others laughing at the sheer absurdity of the situation. Cardello-Smith might have scored a $100 million judgment, but many were skeptical it would hold up under legal scrutiny. Meanwhile, Combs remained busy with his music career, hoping that this latest plot twist in his saga would soon fade from the headlines, or at least lead to some catchy new lyrics. In the glamorous Park Hyatt Hotel, Manhattan, Sean Diddy Combs, usually known for throwing parties, was instead greeted by flashing blue lights and Homeland Security officers. Was it a surprise party? Nope, just a surprise arrest. The world paused as Diddy was whisked away in cuffs, leaving his fans wondering if this was a prank or the ultimate remix of his life. The next morning, the mystery unraveled. Charges included sex trafficking, forced labor, and racketeering. This wasn't your usual Hollywood scandal, this was Law Order Hip-Hop Unit. The accusations were jaw-dropping: smuggling, illegal transport, and more. Even his fans started to believe they'd tuned into the wrong show. Diddy's lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, made his rounds doing damage control. Sean is not a criminal, he's a family man, an entrepreneur, he declared on every channel. Meanwhile, Diddy's publicists were furiously tweeting, "Innocent until proven guilty," while fans on social media began speculating whether this was just a well-executed promotional stunt for his next album. It didn't take long for the floodgates to open. One by one, accusers came forward: former band members, ex-girlfriends, videographers, even his dry cleaner, all alleging some kind of misconduct. His legal team now looked like they were prepping for a season finale courtroom showdown. At this point, the public wondered, is there anyone not suing Diddy? Court dates became a spectacle. Fans lined up outside the courthouse like it was a concert, and Diddy's outfits became a trending topic on TikTok. Inside, the courtroom was filled with more drama than a reality TV reunion episode. Diddy's lawyer demanded that all charges be dropped due to lack of rhythm and rhyme, while the prosecutor countered with, he made a rap out of racketeering. Old footage resurfaced. Remember when Diddy tried to bribe hotel security after allegedly assaulting Cassie? That clip replayed more times than his Mo Money, Mo Problems music video. Cassie's lawyer chimed in with a statement, Diddy might make hits, but he can't keep his hands to himself. Meanwhile, conspiracy theories grew wild. Some even claimed Diddy was a time-traveling crime lord from the future. The question remained, would the bad boy for life walk free, or would he find himself remixed into a prison playlist? Once the king of hip-hop, Diddy now finds himself in the unfamiliar territory of a federal courtroom. Arrested on charges of sex trafficking and racketeering, Diddy's freak-offs and alleged criminal empire make this case more than just another celebrity scandal. While prosecutors claim he orchestrated a years-long operation involving drugs, violence, and coercion, Diddy pleads not guilty, arguing that he's the victim of an unjust witch hunt. Diddy's legal team didn't hold back, offering a $50 million bail package featuring home detention, weekly drug tests, and a logbook for visitors. Even his mom was ready to sign off on it. But the judge wasn't having it. With concerns of witness tampering and obstruction of justice, Diddy's freedom became a distant dream. Turns out fame and fortune aren't get-out-of-jail-free cards, especially when your client is accused of being a danger to society. Cue the disappointed courtroom faces. We all knew Diddy loved a good party, but prosecutors paint his freak-offs as anything but harmless fun. Allegedly, these weren't just wild nights, they were organized events to keep women compliant, thanks to a cocktail of drugs. Add to that the discovery of firearms, semi-automatic rifles with defaced serial numbers, and 1,000 bottles of lubricant at his homes, and it starts to sound more like a crime drama than a music video. Diddy's legal team is doing its best to downplay the details, but well, good luck with that. Here's where things get even messier. Diddy's alleges long history of intimidating witnesses. Prosecutors brought forward text messages in which Diddy threatened to release compromising videos from the freak-offs if accusers didn't stay silent. Like any good courtroom drama, the judge wasn't taking chances. Despite his team's plea for bail, Diddy's history of coercion had the courtroom convinced there's no bail for you, Diddy. This time, it wasn't just his musical empire on the line, but also his freedom. With a 14-page indictment hanging over his head, his defense team claims he's ready to fight the charges. He's not afraid, they say, though we'd be willing to bet anyone facing 15 years to life would be at least a little nervous. Racketeering? Check. Sex trafficking? Check. Forced labor and bribery? Double check. This courtroom drama is only heating up, and Diddy's lawyers are strapping in for a long ride.